Hello, mi gente, welcome back to another Naruto Ultimate Ninja Blazing video. And today I wanted to, continue with the usual stuff I like to do when new cards come out, which is talk about their abilities and all that good stuff, and then give you guys my personal opinion on what I think about them. Alright, so we have 3 new cards today. One is an emergency mission, and then the other 2 are from a banner, okay? And we're gonna just try to breeze through the emergency one because it's not all that interesting to me. But let's see if we can actually do something, okay? So we got Zetsu. He's a wisdom unit, 60 cost. You can easily get it down because he's a farmable unit. Range is mid, HP is 1118, attack is 990. His field skills reduce chance of slip damage by 20 to 25%. Body skills reduce chance of slip damage by 20%. Then Jutsu is 3.7 times attack to all enemies, 60% chance of slip damage for 7 turns, and knocks them back. Now the ultimate Jutsu is a 12 chakra, 10.5 times attack and wisdom damage to one enemy, restored 30% of damage as HP. Now basically, and let me just go with the abilities real quick, okay? The abilities are boost slip damage rate by 10%, reduce damage taken by 5%, then boost slip by 10% again, then restore 300 HP when moving to the next map, boost slip damage rate by 10% yet again. Okay, so we essentially have a character that has a 90% chance of slip damage with a regular jutsu. Let me tell you this, okay? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Wisdom is heavily lacking in slip damage. As you guys know, slip damage is a very, very effective way to get rid of boss's health if he's too tough, right? If he has too much HP with slip damage, you can just get that down like nothing. Zetsu is a very good card to fit that specific purpose. Other than that, I would not put him on any other team. You get what I'm saying? Like, he would specifically be there only to apply slip damage when needed on a boss. That's the only time I would have this card available for myself on a wisdom team. With that being said, everything else is kind of, the attack is garbage. The HP is, so-so. He's still a 6 and 12 chakra cost character, which I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest, just simply because it's a lot. It's a lot for one of these units. For a farmable unit that basically you're only going to have for slip damage, it's a lot. Other than that, I think the card would be just wasteful to put on any team. Unless you're trying to use slip damage, you know what I'm saying? If slip damage is the way to go, that you're going about it, he's a good card. If not, then he's not worth putting on a team, in my opinion, alright? And this is something that I'm going to use as a disclaimer. If you guys have a different opinion than me, that's fine. If you think that I'm saying shit out of my ass, that's fine. That's just how I feel, alright? I'm looking at it from my perspective, not everybody else's. I don't think this card would be something fit for me. And I'm only talking about myself, alright? Just make sure you always put that in mind if you watch these videos. Now we're gonna move on to Darui, alright? The man with the black lightning, alright? Representing Martin Luther King in this bitch. Okay? So we have 60 cost. He's a hard type. Mid-range, 1,456, and then 1,554 for attack. Okay, so HP is 1,456. Attack is 1,454. Okay, just wanted to clear that up because I didn't say the HP when I said the numbers. Now for field, 23 to 40% chance to counter attack when hit. Body is boost attack by 115%. Then we have a really nice chakra cost here, 4 and 8. So the first jutsu is times 5 attack to one enemy. It's a single target. And then he has a 30% chance of immobilization for 2 turns, and you can increase that to 40% if you give him a 4th dupe, which you're not gonna get very easily unless you're one of those whales that spends a shit ton of money on this game. Now, because he's part of a step-up banner, so it's a 50% guaranteed chance. Anyways, ultimate 8 chakra, 12 times attack to one enemy, it's a single target unit again. Removes barrier and knocks them back. Okay, so he essentially does what Chidori Sasuke does, where he removes barrier the moment he does his ultimate jutsu. Now, I feel like he would be a situational card, okay? Nothing more, nothing less, just a situational card. You would only put him on your team when you really need to fight a boss that you might need to worry about barrier or some shit like that. You know, to give you an idea here, I believe that, you know, for example, the Itachi Impact Raid, you know, he uses the little shield that he has, and he ends up having barrier on both targets of his body, right? On both parts of his body. So I feel like Darui would come in clutch for that. But to be honest, you know, most people nowadays already have Itachi matched out, so he's not really needed for that. Of course, future events could come up where he actually might be needed for that specific utility. So I'm not gonna knock it down too much. I just feel like he's a situational card, and that's just how I see it, alright? So for the abilities, the first dupe is 300 HP when moving to the next map. Second one is reduced damage taken by 5%. Third one is the same as the first one. The fourth one is 10% chance for the boost immobilization rate. Now the last one is reduced damage taken by 5%. So, you know, not a lot to really consider him to put on a team, to be honest. His chakra cost is nice. He has decent attack for a mid-range. And when I say decent, I'm saying soft decent. I wouldn't put him on a team, on my hard team, unless it was like a situational thing, okay? Now, we're going to move into the last card. And I'll tell you guys, man, I had a hard time looking for negatives on this card. The only one that I could really think of was he's a skill unit. And as you guys already know that I say a lot is, I have a lot of skill units. So it's kind of a shame. But KCM Naruto just blows it out of the water, dude, okay? I'm gonna show you guys what he has. He has 60 cost. He's a skill unit, as I said before. He's a long range. His HP is 1,254. His attack is 1,398. Which, if you get 100, 100 extra attack with the pills, it would almost put him at 1,500. Just almost. He's shot by about 2 attack points. Now, field skill is reduced damage from hard enemies by 10 to 15%. Okay? Then he has a 15% chance of dodging an attack. Now, for jutsu, the jutsus are like the most wonderful part about this card. And I'll tell you guys why. 6 chakra. 6.2 times attack, right? It's a single target jutsu, but restores 2 chakra every time you do it, right? So then the ultimate is 12 chakra, 11.5 times attack multiplier. It's an AoE, and it restores 4 chakra. And if you guys give a fuck, you know, he knocks them back as well. So we're looking at a card that essentially goes from being a 6 to 12 chakra to being a 4 and 8 chakra cost. Because think about it, if it takes 6 chakra to do a regular jutsu, and every time you do it you get 2 chakra back, it's essentially 4 chakra that you're spending, okay? So the ultimate gives you 4, which is almost enough to do another jutsu. Now if you get 12 chakra, I'm looking at, you could possibly do 3 jutsus back to back to back before you have to stall and get more chakra with this card. Alright, because if you do the regular jutsu twice, you're getting 4 chakra back. Alright, and by the time you do the rotations to the third time, you're gonna have enough to do a 3rd jutsu, which it's fucking great. That is great in my opinion. I mean, a card that can do 3 jutsus before you even need to stall to get more, that's very, very decent. But it doesn't stop there. Oh, no. He has some crazy abilities too to go, with the card, to complement the card a little more. 10% chance of consuming 0 chakra when using normal jutsu. The other ones reduce heart damage by 10%. Then again, 10% chance of consuming 0 chakra when using the normal jutsu. Then again, reduce heart enemy attack by 10%. And then the last one is 10% chance of consuming 0 chakra when using the ultimate jutsu. So essentially, you have a 20% chance, if you get all the dupes that is, you have a 20% chance of not using any chakra when you use a single, the regular jutsu, that's the 6 chakra jutsu. And then you have a 10% chance of not using any chakra when doing the ultimate. So we're looking at a fucking card that is a skill unit, has really good abilities against heart, and it has a nice field skill to complement that, by the way. And not only that, but the jutsus restore chakra, while at the same time the abilities prevent you, if it activates, it prevents you from actually having to consume chakra in the first place. We're looking at a card that, is very fucking nice. If you put that on your skill team, you're gonna have a very nice fucking team to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, automatically, this card would be one of those cards that I would go for, definitely. You know, if you guys are thinking about it, I would say go for this card. Now, the only bad thing about this specific scenario is that, you know, it's obvious what Bandai is doing. They put this card in this banner because the anniversary is coming up pretty soon, and they want to give you guys hype characters for you to kind of, you know, put your thought into that and put your pearls into that. So when anniversary comes, you might want to buy more pearls. They're fucking smart about it, yo. They're really smart. It's a nice scheme. Now, let me know what you guys think of these cards, alright? Obviously, KCM is the shining star out of all of these cards, but, you know, let me know specifically what you guys thought. If you guys thought that, you know, what I said about Darui might be wrong, or like give me your perception of what you see these cards as. If you see them useful or not, alright? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.